Imagine you're on a high-profile filming set. Cameras are rolling, the crew is buzzing, and two of the brightest young stars in the entertainment industry are standing just feet away from each other. But suddenly, something changes. A simple hug, what should have been just a part of the act, triggers an unexpected wave of reactions. And there, all eyes begin to turn to one person, Song Weilong. It all started with a seemingly ordinary scene. Zhao Jinmai, with her strong emotional expressions, embraced another actor as part of the story. Nothing unusual, at least on the surface. But to observant fans, the moment revealed something much deeper. In another corner of the set, another camera captured Song Weilong's reaction. Not dialogue, not a scene, just an expression. At first glance, it seemed normal, but upon closer inspection, there was a subtle tension in his face. His gaze shifted slightly. His smile wasn't the same anymore. And this is where things started to get interesting. Fans quickly noticed the difference. The clip went viral on social media, replayed countless times. Many began to ask, was it just a professional reaction? Or is there something more personal hiding behind those expressions? What fuels speculation is the stark contrast. When Song Weilong is around Zhao Jinmai, the atmosphere is different. More relaxed, warmer. Even without dialogue, the chemistry between them feels natural. But when Zhao Jinmai interacts with the other actors, something changes. Song Weilong's body language becomes more reserved. He seems distant. In some moments, he even looks away, as if trying to avoid looking at the scene for too long. Is this just a coincidence? Or a spontaneous reaction that can't be hidden? Fans are starting to formulate their theories. Some believe it's simply a form of total acting, a profound method that allows a character's emotions to carry beyond the scene. But others are convinced it's not just acting. Because if it's just acting, why does his reaction appear when the camera isn't focused on him? One of the most talked about moments is when Zhao Jinmai laughs with his co-star. In the background, Song Weilong is silent, not joining in, just watching with an expression that's hard to describe. Not angry, not sad either. But it was enough to make fans feel like something was being left unsaid. And that's where the mystery deepens. Some fans even compared behind-the-scenes footage with official scenes in the drama. They found that Song Weilong's interactions with Zhao Jinmai often felt more real, off-camera, than in the story. A small touch, a fleeting glance, a smile that appeared unscripted. It was little things like that that made many people start to wonder, was their relationship really just professional? Of course, in the entertainment industry, chemistry is key. Actors and actresses often build strong connections to support the story. But not all chemistry feels this authentic. And not all reactions seem this honest. Some fan analysts even pointed out that Song Weilong's expression changes consistently whenever Zhao Jinmai is in an emotional scene with someone else. It's as if there's an undeniable pattern. It's not just a single moment. It repeats itself. And each time it happens, the same reaction recurs. Zhao Jinmai, on the other hand, remains as professional as ever. He carries out each scene with dedication, showing no signs of anything suspicious. But that's precisely what makes the contrast even more striking. One side remains stable. The other seems volatile. Does this mean the feelings are one-sided? Or perhaps Zhao Jinmai is just better at hiding them? These questions continue to arise, blurring the line between reality and acting. Because in a world where emotions can be perfectly acted out, how can we tell what's real? But one thing is for sure, reactions never lie. A spontaneous expression, an unintentional gesture, a lingering gaze, they often reveal more than words. And in this case, Song Weilong seems to have shown something unplanned, something unscripted. So now the question is yours. Was this just some incredibly convincing acting? Or were we actually witnessing a glimpse of real emotion caught on camera? Because if it was jealousy, then perhaps the behind-the-scenes story is far more interesting than the drama they were starring in. But the story doesn't stop there. The more clips analyzed, the clearer it becomes that Song Weilong's reaction wasn't just a fleeting moment. In several other clips, he's seen observing Zhao Jinmai from a distance, not with a blank stare, but with a focus that's hard to explain. There was one moment that left fans completely speechless. When filming stopped and the crew began moving, Zhao Jinmai remained close to her co-star. Song Weilong, on the other hand, stood there silently. His hands were in his pockets, his body leaning slightly back, a gesture often interpreted as a sign of restraint. It was as if he wanted to get closer, but chose not to. A small thing like this might seem insignificant to some, but to those accustomed to reading body language, it's a powerful signal. Because genuine emotion often shows up in the simplest forms, small, unfeigned gestures. And that's what makes this all feel so real. Interestingly, in interviews, Song Weilong is known for being quite calm and collected. He rarely displays excessive emotion in public. But precisely because of that, every small change in his expression becomes that much more striking. It's as if something is different when Zhao Jinmai is involved. Some fans even speculate that their off-camera closeness might be deeper than it seems. That the relationship wasn't simply built for the drama's sake, but grew naturally over time. But of course, without direct confirmation, all of this remains in the realm of conjecture. Still, one thing that's hard to deny is the intensity of their interactions. Even in casual moments, when the main camera isn't rolling, the two seem to have an unusual connection, a comfort rarely seen between two ordinary colleagues. And that's where the mystery intensifies. Is this simply the result of excellent professional cooperation? Or is it something that's been developing slowly, without either of them realizing it? Because sometimes, feelings don't come with announcements. It appears silently, and is visible only to those perceptive enough to notice. And perhaps, that's what we're witnessing now. A story yet to be fully revealed. An emotion yet to be named. And two people who might be standing on the fine line between acting and reality. And the longer the footage circulates, the harder it becomes to ignore one thing. Sincerity can't be faked for long. Even the best actors have moments where the mask cracks slightly, revealing what they truly feel. In those few seconds captured on camera, many believe they saw Song Weilong's true side, not as a character, but as someone reacting honestly to the situation before him. And precisely because the moment was so brief, it felt all the more authentic. Meanwhile, Zhao Jinmai remained at the center of all this attention, even though she herself hadn't shown any significant change in her demeanor. Professional, focused, and consistent, yet unwittingly, she became a piece of the puzzle that intrigued everyone. Was she truly oblivious to the reaction? Or was she simply choosing not to respond to it? Amidst all this speculation, there's one thing that keeps fans coming back to rewatch every clip: hope. Hope that perhaps, amidst all the scripted and acted out scenes, there's one truly true story, one that's slowly unfolding without the need for words.